What's up, everyone? We're back, and we're out here in Elton today. I know with the whole new life skilling update that went live, and how November is the life skilling month to really settle down and do some gathering and all. So today we're going to be doing some Snowfield Cedar Sap gathering. I'm going to have to switch over into my artifacts, my crystals, get my chat up and running, which is up. Okay, awesome. This is going to be a fun little rotation. I've already done it before, so I know how much money I can make. I'm going to see if I can push it just a little bit longer and see where it goes from there. All right. Now, tools. Yep. Hey, what's up, Oil? How you doing, man? Ooh, let me feed all them. Ooh. Okay, fed. Throw that in there. I do have some energy potions and some more cookies ready and waiting for us to go ahead and start doing our gathering. And I made sure to get the new special life tome. Saps all day, man. Saps all day. Exactly. The goal is to at least make half a bill and or more if I am lucky enough. We're going to find out. Oh, nice. I have yet to find anything, so we're going to hope for the best and prepare for the worst. To get started on our rotation, let me just make sure I have that set up and I can keep an eye on where I'm going to be going. So for this rotation, it's going to be a pretty simple one. It does start in town. There are some little trees that we can gather out here. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay. Pop that. I'm going to pop that one, and we're going to pop the Alchemy Stone. And hopefully I did get onto a channel that has some. I'm hoping to find any type of ginseng and or the Shai again. Yeah, a brand new rotation because I added a whole new set of trees. So now I'm going to be going down and we're going to do a quick little episode, show you guys the new areas to go gather your trees and everything. But it does start out here in the town. We can gather maybe like 5 or 6 of the snowfield trees out here, and there are some other locations that I am kind of a little shocked and surprised that they added, but they did mention that they added a lot more of the snowfield trees, so I'm gonna capitalize on it. Don't whisper Shai first, by the way. She is bugged. Get the quest first, otherwise she will disappear. I realized that. I wanted to go ahead and get my tome first when I did it, and then I went ahead and talked to her to go ahead and get the buff. I was like, let me go ahead and get the main purpose done first, and then I'll go ahead and get the little buff that really doesn't matter. All right, pine tree. But thank you for bringing that up. That is a great observation. I do have footage of all of my gathering drops and everything, so I can go ahead and make a little video on it. All right, so we're going to be going a little bit further into Windmill's Perch. Surprisingly, shockingly, there are a lot more trees that have the Snowfield Cedar Sap available to actually be gathered. If I can find them. Man. No pine tree. Yep, snowfield. And I'm going to be relying on my Agris, the mini games, and the Yawning Hedgehog / Hedgehog Pet, and or Llama, whichever one you're using. I've gotten 2 of the sap goblins prior to me even trying this. I'm having some really high hopes I can at least proc them again. Oh, and fun fact, if you guys are trying to do any of your sapping and or fluid collecting on a siege node channel, just be aware, you will not be able to attack the goblin if he spawns and there's a node war going on. All right. I found that out the hard way, and I lost one of my Snowfield goblins that was running around. So keep that in mind. Just be aware of that. Should be fine regardless. As long as you're not on one of the channel ones, I want to say. Come on, come on. Any more? Any more? Any more? No. There we go. Yeah, it's really interesting. And also, I'm not sure what the item is that we get during this whole little event. It's grass that has a yellow frame on it, like it's an event item. But when I collect it, it does nothing, and it does not show up in my little quest log. So I can't tell you what exactly it is. But I keep gathering it, and nothing happens. All right. There we go. There we go. I'm hoping for that ginseng. I'm hoping for any drop. I'm also trying to get the 30 little event seals for the choose my own Manos. I want to play around with it. I want to try to get a pry and see if my luck's really, really good. Little wood? No, it's grass. It looks like we're picking weeds. But it has a yellow item frame, like it's an event item. That's what I'm really confused about, because I can grab it and it doesn't give me a message like anything has spawned. It doesn't give me a message like I've picked anything up, but yet it's in the loot inventory, if that makes any sense to you. If you've experienced it and or have seen an item like that, but yet nothing has happened. This would be a lot quicker if you're using a class that has quicker movement speed and or the skills that'll go ahead and take you places quicker. But since I'm on a Shai, that is not possible, and I am going to go ahead and take that as a loss. But I'm hoping that my Agris and my luck will go ahead and spawn some like good goblins, and I can compensate for how slow I'm going. But it's an easy rotation. It's a fun one now. And yes, we can still go down to the other side of Elton and do that whole little rotation too to maximize on all of the Snowfield Cedar Sap that we can get while being on one channel. I'm hoping I can get a rotation down that you don't have to channel change. You can stick onto one and go from one side to the other side and continue gathering. But we're going to find out. That's what we're testing here today. Like I said already, I already know we can make at least 450 mil on this rotation without channel changing, but I want to push it. I want to see how much more. Hopefully we haven't gotten any players that decided to go ahead and do the same thing at the same time on the same channel. That would definitely put my amount down a lot. So far, I don't know, though. I'm not getting those trees to proc, which normally do. But we're getting the other one, so we're going to get some good numbers. And there's a lot of the trees around here now. That, I will say, they did a nice job on the amount of the snowfield that we can now get. As long as anyone hasn't grabbed them, of course. Like, as you're seeing, I'm not able to go ahead and grab those ones, but there are some over here, too. Well, okay, there we go. I'm like, there normally is. Let me answer this. There we go. Need to test out this rotation, too, but you ran out of Agris. Definitely. I was able to gather at least 9 to 10k of the Snowfield Cedar Sap. I want to say like a high 9k, only because like I was still learning the trees and where to run to. But once you get everything down pat, oh my, it is a lot. I am impressed on how many of the trees we can actually grab. Let's see, Snowfield here. I'm going to attempt to do a whole entire circle back into town and then go down south or up north, whatever way. You know, over there by the the orchard. The original rotation. But as you can see, like, there are a lot more now. Prolibus definitely heard our plea about not having enough of the snowfield, and they went fucking crazy on it. Just to give you a rough idea of how much we have so far, we are at 1.9k. And I can go and still do some gathering without popping any energy yet. We haven't bothered to touch our the old rotation yet. Oh, the alchemy update. It's pretty much the same for me right now. I haven't gotten any of the good procs or anything like that. So right now, I mean, yeah, I am enjoying the fact that we're not having all of the cooking oil and the stupid little flowers that drop, like the potato flour and the corn flour and all that dumb shit. Like, I am glad about that. It's just I haven't gotten a lot of the alchemy procs and things like that. Like, I guess my luck isn't really that good, but we're going to continue trying with the alchemy. We're going to see if, like, it's just the recipe selection that I'm trying and go from there. I'm holding out hope. All right, I'm holding out hope. Everyone's praising about it. I'm enjoying the worker update to it, the gathering side of it. Let me see what else. Oh, the ability to use my byproducts for this trace or that trace, even though I don't need the traces that they're offering. You know, at least I have that option. Like, it's great. It's nice. I'm not gonna bash them on it, you know? Me personally, my luck is just not that good. That's all. All right, let me double check, make sure. I think there should be one tree over here somewhere. I lied. You know, you get more with more mastery, and that's my problem. My mastery is low. You were absolutely right with that. Getting 500 instead of 300 traces, getting traces overall from gathering. The truffles in the garden is nice too. Yeah, I am enjoying every part of this update. November is the month for life skilling, for sure. No argument about it, like, period. Like, this is our month. Oh, my mouse was not over top of my screen, so it was just going wild. Like, what's going on? Yeah, it is definitely the month to really get some life skilling done if you haven't already. Especially with the availability of the tome, if you're lucky enough. It took me a while. I want to say like 10k energy, but we did it. Not 10k energy, but like 2,500 and something energy. Like, we were in it. We're in it for the long haul. I went through 2 alts and my main twice before I was able to find my tome. But now that we have it, I'm going to capitalize on it. All that weight, the life skill experience that we do get on it. I mean, come on, look at that. That is a... Yeah, the Shai is pretty rare, so now that I have it, I am not taking this thing off until it expires and it leaves my inventory. 20% experience, plus 200 weight limit, and plus 50 to my life skill experience, or my life skill mastery. Meaning, I can now start... Let me check my mastery first. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad with the minor buffs that we do have popped. Oh, and there is a buff that I forgot to use. Let me see if I can go ahead and... Can't be placed in a town. I still got to get my villa buff. Even with being handicapped, we're going to see how much money we can make. And then I do have enough energy to go ahead and pop that without wasting any energy. Yeah, we'll wait till we get over there near the maze land before we can actually open up our tent. That mini game. I really, really, really want to get the most from that mini game too, especially during the whole entire month. I have yet to find one of my ginsengs ever. And I keep one in my storage as a constant reminder that it's out there. Like one of the event ones. I mean, let me show you. Yeah, I keep one of these Centennial Wild Ginsengs as a reminder, like, we can gather and find something good. Like, it's possible. Like, hold out hope. There's a ginseng out there for you. I know, it's a little sappy, and I could go ahead and make 10 mil on it and everything, but it's all about the motivation. It's all about that will to keep going. If you don't have that will, then what's the point, right? I mean, other than the money and the need for the materials that, you know, you're going out there looking for, but, you know, you can do that without the minigame. Come on, goblin spawn for me. Yeah, what's up? What's up? We're doing a nice little Snowfield Cedar Sap, and today we are trying to go ahead and push 450 mil. If I can make more than that during this whole entire process, I'm going to be extremely happy. I'm showing everyone the new rotation that we're going to be doing for our snowfield. At least I'm going to be trying to make a new rotation for the snowfield because there's a lot of the trees now. Like, there's a surprising amount of the trees laying around waiting for us to gather them. And so far, we have 105 minutes left on our buff and have 3.4k of the sap ready. I am on my main account right now. We are doing a Life of a Shai episode live, showing you guys how much money you can make when going ahead and listing this on the central market, if that's what you guys are wanting to use it for. I know it's used for alchemy and all, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a evaluation on, you know, what the new rotation can make you if you're running with the Agris, your hedgehog pet, you know, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I was telling everyone already, it's really impressive on the amount of trees that we have out here so far. I'm impressed. I do enjoy coming out here. I was over in Velia enjoying my time out there, and I was like, you know what? It's time to head out to the Mountain of Eternal Winter region yet again and, you know, enjoy our life. Enjoy the change of scenery, the snow that's always coming down opposed to the normal Kama grass, you know, the jungles out there, or the usual Serendia and Calafian area. I'm trying to see if we can go ahead and do a whole rotation without having to change channels. If I can do that and come back to where the original area is, which I have marked on my map so that I don't lose where I'm actually running, then I think I'm good. I think I'm set. Channel changing would only go ahead and double the amount, especially if you have a faster tune. Come on, come on. I don't have the Fruit of Abundance to go ahead and actually use these, so I'm not looking forward to actually doing alchemy with them, but, you know, I'm going to list them up. Yeah, I have faith that we can actually do this without changing channels now. I do have a lot more faith, especially with what right now I am in the old rotation now. The old area where we used to gather all of the snowfield, and there's a lot more trees over here too. I'm going to check over here and yeah, I'm going to go up here and then we're going to hop down and continue going along the circle. Like a legit complete circle now, instead of channel changing at the end of your line and going back, and then channel changing at the end of that line and then coming back again. We're going to try it out. We're going to see. We have 102 minutes left on our buff. Once our buff is done, our rotation is done, we'll find out how much everything will make, and you guys can go ahead and be the judge of whether or not it's worth it to you. I'd rather let the recording do the speaking, you know? All right, nope, we got one more. I do have some good feeling towards it, though. I will say that. No, pine tree. We don't need pine. Okay, there might be 2 more or 1 more. Hell yeah, thank you for the follow. You are fucking amazing. Oh yeah, thank you, Lai. All right, now that we've gotten to the end of that, now we can go ahead and jump down. I'm going to try to see if this is going to be a easier spot to actually jump down. So far, so good. Double check these trees, make sure. I don't want to miss out, you know? Especially if I'm just, like, running down. Oh, I thought that would have been... More pine, more pine. No, that's okay. But over here should be... Or not, or not. Oh, yep. Right there. So we do have some coming down. We have 1 tree coming down. It's better than nothing. I do know the trees do start down here. So we've gotten back in Elton. Back in Elton, there should still be trees that we can go out and gather, which is great. On Snowfield right here. Should be 2 more. 1 right here, and then 1 up there. Okay, I lied. There's 2 more. There's 2 more. There we go. Yeah. And then we're back on our original rotation. Well, the new rotation. Eternal Winter is a place you rarely go for gathering. Exactly. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let me go out here finally. They went ahead and took care of the trees, which is my main gripe about being out here. I enjoy the citron gathering, which unfortunately Land of the Morning Light took that by storm. Like, I'd rather go out there and get my citron, but like, I used to like coming out here for that, but the sapping was just underwhelming because of the fact that like there are more of the fake trees around than the actual gatherable trees, and that really put me off. Go down here. Like, I've done a citron gathering rotation, and I've been able to gather, I think it was like 10k of the citron. You know, that was no problem. It's the sap. The sap is like really underwhelming. I enjoyed the Sancharel, the Mesima. I think the red spotted Amida is out here too. You know, I enjoyed those mushroom gathering and everything, but the trees, it's literally the trees that really fucked me over when I wanted to come out here. It lost my motivation completely. Like, I enjoy the fact that I can gather Tef around the village, and I don't have to go out to Valencia and all. I just don't like the fact that most of the rocks I can't gather. You know, what if I wanted the obsidian? What if I just wanted to go mining out here? It's like how you can't do mining out in the Land of the Morning Light. But all the other gathering out there is like fucking phenomenal. Yeah, since we're back here out in Windmills Perch, I do believe that we can do this without having to change channels once. And that's definitely going to speed up how much money that we can actually make without having to spend the time channel changing. That's great. Oops. It'll play out nicely, especially if you have the Fruit of Abundance to make the Oil of Storms to make up your detection, your Elixir of Detection. I think that's the one that will go ahead and be made using the Snowfield. Or if you're trying to go ahead and do your worker crates, it's a great way to go ahead and chop. You only mine at Pilgrims. Well, the obsidian can be used for the Snowfield obsidian crater, whatever the hell it is. for your worker. They make a good amount of money. It's just there's not a lot of rocks to actually do our mining manual if that's what you wanted to do, and you have to rely on your worker node. And there's only one worker node, so your worker better be like Optimus Prime and bash that shit out, or you're not really doing much of anything. You know, you're getting little bullshit crates sent out. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The price, especially if you're trading out to the Land of the Morning Light, can be extremely huge if you're self-gathering. And yeah, those aren't bad to come out here and gather either. The Mesma. Especially now that I have a higher chance of getting the traces while I'm using my hoe to trace a forest. This is also an idea that I'm going to be exploring with on my Iron Man life skilling challenge, because of the fact that it's going to have to, or the traces I'm going to have to go out and gather myself until I can get some workers to actually do it. I don't have the contribution points for it. So getting other ways to go ahead and use my energy is gonna help out. Like, the Mesma can be used for this. I'm gonna have to use my hoe gathering to get the traces. So what item is gonna be best used for me right now, currently, and you know what can I use the byproduct for? So trace the forest, definitely going to be a priority, and trying to find a food ingredient, I think. Maybe, possibly. I might just stick with alchemy because of the fact, like, alchemy has a huge buff right now going on. It would be in my better interest to do that, but I don't have the cooking. That's the one downside. Like, I have professional alchemy, like, I'm already there ahead of the curve, but when it comes to cooking, I'm, like, pretty low. Low and slow, and I don't have the gear for it. Come on. Am I running back in the wrong spot? No, I'm not. We're at 94 minutes left on our buff. We have 5.3k of the Cedar Sap. Not too shabby. 6 of the Trace of Ascension. The other little rare drops, 15 of the Hards, and 35 of the Ancient Spear Dust. But nothing really of mention. Like, don't worry, we don't have to call home or write our parents about. It's a normal little rotation so far. But we are going to make at least 220 mil so far. Nope. Come on. There we go. Gonna go up here. Yep, right up here. Just out here sapping, you know, nice little pleasant time. Something relaxing. Like, I do enjoy going out and hunting. I do enjoy, you know, butchering the random animals we can kill and all. But there's just something about chopping trees or fluid collecting that's so peaceful, you know? Complete bliss. Am I running out of trees now? I think so. So, let's go down. Let's go to where we actually need to be. Should be that one, yep. Yep, that thing's all spawning. I don't ever fucking do events, I swear. I just now went over there and did my little goodie bag weekly. And it's not like I don't try to. I always forget. I always tell myself, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go out and do the bosses. We're gonna be one with the event and try our best. And I never do it. I always forget. And then when I remember, it's always like way too late. Cedar, no. Oh, there we go. We got one more. we're back. There, nope, pine. Whoops. Oh, nope, more pine. God damn. Come on. Okay. Now I can say we're back at the new rotation. So yeah, not too bad. We can go in a complete circle all the way around and not have to worry about channel changing. You can if you want, but it is no longer a necessity. And they're pretty abundant too. Yep, and pop our potion. Keep forgetting to pop our buffs. Like, yeah, I need to capitalize on our gathering and everything, and then I don't even pop the buffs needed. Like, come on. Like, yeah, I'm fucking up. You right. Whoops. All right, that should be the last tree up here. We can turn around and go find more. Should be over there on the other side too. So I was able to do one rotation, like one whole circle in this rotation before hitting the hour. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We're at like 34 minutes and we have 90 minutes left on our buff. I think we should definitely thank Pearl Abyss for this one. They definitely stepped up the game on it. Especially with all of the new little life skilling aspects of this update. And then I heard the Shai is getting a new little buff to damage. Our Tina. Oh, I can't wait. I'm already ready. How long does it normally take me to dump my energy when I'm gathering? At least. If I'm doing out there in Pilgrims or I'm out there in Bear, with the minigame event, I can easily tell you without popping any energy potions or tonics or anything like that, at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Does buff mean you will start grinding? Not necessarily. Maybe for my map or, you know, offhand, but it's not really something that I don't really like the combat. I mean, I enjoy combat and all. I just find it more enjoyable to chop trees and things like that. But it will help me with going into Akhman and Hystera to try to get my map or my compass. You know, my infinite potion, blah, 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 all that dumb shit. It'll definitely help me. Especially like if once I can go ahead and graduate from our challenge, our life skilling challenge, I can go ahead and transition it into an actual Iron Man challenge to go ahead and get my combat gear. And I'm not gonna have to worry about, oh, I chose a Shai, now I'm like extremely handicapped. I mean, I'm going to be handicapped. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be extremely handicapped because of the fact that I'm on a Shai and my Shai is like swinging around a Nerf bat. That'll definitely be something I don't want to do or set myself up to. I mean, I've already handicapped myself on this challenge, you know. All right, I think now we can make our way all the way down here, and there should be more. And to be honest, I'm not really having that much of a problem with my AP or anything like that. Like, yeah, I get that we don't hit as hard as the other classes and all, but I'm a support class. You know, I'm mainly made for life skilling, so by playing with that logic, I don't really feel like I'm bummed out, you know? Like, I chose the class with those limitations in mind, and I chose the class because of those limitations and all. So for me, it's not like a huge bum when they went ahead and nerfed me. All right, I think I'm running in the wrong fucking location. No, you can't get Naru. You can't get the Tuvala. You can't do anything. You are locked between, or you locked out of your Balino storyline. Like, mission, I want to say, oof. Off the top of my head, mission 5 or 6 is where you need to do combat, and now I'm blocked out. There's nothing I can do. I can't even get any of the exchanging, even if I have the item, because the exchange is only available from the storyline. I can't even do the life skilling or basic of life skilling storyline or suggested quest line because of the fact that like even that is locked behind your Belinos storyline. Tuvala is locked behind Medea, and Belinos is locked. And then obviously you guys automatically know there are other location or other quests that you have to have at least your Belinos storyline done in order to unlock it too. So that is also going to go ahead and limit me. I can't get a fairy either, by the way. I can't do a fairy until I do a combat quest to kill the witch. So now my only option to get a fairy is to get a free fairy, and or hopefully I'm hoping if I can get one of the really special honeypot jars, I can turn that in to get a fairy instead using the unstable rift. But going to the Kamasov temple, you don't have the exchange option available. Let me see what other things are locked away. No, it's interesting. Nope. I thought I could do the same exact thing too. Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I went out thinking one thing, and when I got there, I got like, I want to say 12 of the petals and nothing. Oops, what's up? We're out here experiencing the new little update to the Snowfield Cedar Sap gathering rotation. So far, we have done a complete rotation around all of Elton, and so far 84 minutes. We are sitting at 8.1k of the sap with no goblins yet. No sap goblin, but I have high faith in myself. We're back at the belt. We should be going ahead and turning back into Elton, and we'll go to Windmill's Perch. Well, with the whole new area to go in, like they've added a good, probably, if I want to say like how it feels, like two or three times the amount of trees out here now, which is like phenomenal, especially if you've been struggling on trying to get any of your Snowfield Sap. Ooh, I need Tuja though. Or Thuja. I do need that for my alchemy. It's a great feeling rotation. You don't have to change channels at all. It's great. I was able to do a complete circle from inside of Elton all the way up to Windmill's Perch. I'll show you. So doing the rotation, I started here in Elton. We ran all the way up here to Windmill's Perch, all the way around, came down, and basically just did a complete circle. It's great. And we didn't have to change any type of channel. It was all respawned right back as soon as we got there. Oh, we're going back into town. I'm going the wrong direction. By far, definitely a rotation that you should do if you need the snowfield. And of course, yeah, I do have my workers out here gathering the snowfield. It's just if you really, really, really need it more, or need more of them really quick, this is a great rotation to do now. And also, you can come out here with your lumbering axe and get the lumber needed for your worker crates too. So that is an added bonus. Now I no longer have to choose between whether or not I want to do all of my sapping or do all of my lumbering. I'm like, it's too annoying to do one, then turn around and do the other. Now I'm like, oh shit, I want to do them both. I want to go out here. I want to gather my snowfield. I want to do my sapping, my lumbering. Hell, I'll even hug the trees now. Like, thank you, Perlibus. You've really, really done a great job on this one. Like, I've always enjoyed the region out here. I just always hated how little trees we can go out and gather. Yeah, now we're just waiting for the attack little update that's coming out. Definitely, if you haven't already, tap up that Artina. They gave us 2 to 3 times more trees, it feels like. So far at 80 minutes with this whole new rotation, we are at 8.6k. Yeah, we're doing a really, really good job on how many we can get now. Like I told you, I wanted to go ahead and push how much money we can go ahead and make doing the sapping out here. I was able to make 450 mil on a little testing of the rotations and seeing if it was possible to go ahead and do the old rotation with the new rotation, and now I have one whole rotation, and it's so far going to make me the same amount and or a little bit more in the long run. I just gotta remember where all the trees are so I can stop wasting time floundering about. Like, if you're gonna tell me something's there, like, at least be there. Okay. We are back onto the old rotation. Like, of course, you will gather more if you have higher mastery and or the character move speed. Like, clearly, you know, running around in a moose is definitely going to get you a lot more sap than running around in a Shai, but, you know, for all intents and purposes, like, that's how much you can get as a little average if you're running with your llamas and your hedgehogs and all that stupid little Agris buff. I have not gotten the Shai yet. I have not gotten a goblin yet. I have only gotten 2 of the little event seals that drop. That's the most I've gotten. The goblin will go ahead and give you from... Okay, so out of all the goblins that I've gotten, the most I have got from the sap that they give, 1.2k to 1.3k sap, depending on... Or not depending, but sap of whatever tree that you're gathering at the moment. Which is extreme. My last rotation, because I told you I was floundering about... The only reason why I was able to get at least the 10k of the sap was because I've gotten a lot of the goblins spawn, but you know, without having any goblin spawn so far, the almost 10k sap that I'm sitting at is pretty great. Okay, we need to go up towards Mazeland and start getting all of that done. Yeah, I have gotten the Shai a lot more with our skinning and butchering. Even mining, I've gotten the Shai more. Or, I've gotten the event seal more. I'm just trying to see if, like, sapping is going to be my forte. I think I even got a goblin when I was fluid collecting a fox. But it seems like this whole event shit is a little buggy. It's not exactly like working out correctly. Yeah, you were hunting, but you're using the tool. So I don't know exactly if they were intending it, if it's a little bug that they have to go ahead and work on. But I've gotten it while I was just using the fluid collector in general. Now, if I can get some goblins spawning over here again, that'd be great. I think all of my luck went into my menace tapping today. I tried my luck earlier, and I tapped 2 try alchemy close. Let you guys see, so you guys know I'm not bullshitting lying to you. Yep. Or we tapped 2 of them. We tapped 2 of these, and we tapped one of our Tetlogia cook clothes just for little attempt purposes only. So I think all of my luck is going into there instead. Oh, hold on. Yep, we're at 9.5k. So, I guess it's a safe assumption to... I think alchemy is saved, Stork. I think so. It's a safe bet to say that you can make at least 450 mil per hour while Snowfield Cedar Sapping now. You got your hunting on try. And failed your 20-second tap on your horse. Oof. Yeah, I feel like if you do like a try menace tap, then don't try to tap anything else. Like, don't try to do your horse taps. Stick to your clothing taps, because all of your luck is going into that one. And if you try the other things, like, it's not going to work out. That's how I feel. Yeah, like, if I'm doing really bad enhancing tapping, I'm like, okay, well, let's go out gathering. I think I might get luckier on those drops, and I could possibly get something good. And then if I'm not doing good on my gathering, okay, well, I guess let's go do a little bit of mob grinding. If I can get something within the hour, then, I guess I'm going to be doing that during the day. Just rotate and find out what you're going to be luckier with. That's my Black Desert experience. And as you may have noticed, I don't get really lucky with my mob grinding. Like, out of it all, like, I don't really get lucky with it, which is why I don't bother doing it. And I know I really should be. I have to be. I need my stupid little infinite potion finally, and I don't want to pay the 10 bill for it. Ooh, we need to go all the way around. What am I doing? I'm messing up my own little rotation, but it's fine because I'm still making a lot of money while doing it. I can't complain. That's why I told you. They did a really great job on how many trees they decided to give us. Like, no longer am I crying about it. Farm it up with the drop up. But I don't get lucky on those drop events, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If I would get lucky on them, you'd see me doing, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get our compass. It's going to help us out with our Magoria harpooning. Dumb shit like that. But no, even with the luck events, I'm like wasting more of my time trying to mob grind, looking for it, than I'm actually getting anything of value. All I can say is 12 bill worth of trash drops in Pilaku jail before I could actually get both of the map pieces out there. That's all I'm going to end it off with. That's where my luck stands, all right? And that was doing everyday mob grinding. Yeah, luck event is a complete scam. When they tell you you can get like 300 plus or 400 plus item drop rate, don't fucking believe them. Don't believe them. Oh, you think popping your little event item drop, like the event item drop rate items are gonna like really help out? Fuck no. It's a scam. I went on Arsha for a good 2-hour long stream session trying to get my map that one summer, and still ended up with nothing. It is a scam. It is a complete waste of time. I do appreciate the fact that people do get lucky and they can get their drops and everything like that. But for me, yeah, no, I have no luck. My luck is complete null and void. That's why I haven't done anything. No type of piety drops, no type of Arcana, like GR feels like 0%. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said whenever they tell you get like 300 plus or 400 plus, it's a complete fucking lie. I was luckier without the added drop rate. I was able to go ahead and jump into Sulfur and get my 2 little maps in a relatively quick manner. I think it was like 3 days it took me of grinding out there to go ahead and get both of my map pieces with no duplications. Yeah, no, it took me a month or two to get my Pilaku jail pieces. No, it's a lie. I am not getting trapped into that whole thing. Like every little loot item drop or little loot box that we get, yeah, no, all a complete scam. Oh, well, you can get a Garmy heart in it. And yeah, I do watch people in our little log getting this drop and getting that drop while I'm never getting anything. For me, that's also a scam. I don't pay my little 100K per Shaka 2 box whenever they come out in the loyalty shop. Like, that's a waste of money. One bill for 10 boxes, and what do you get from it? A lot of memes, a lot of memes. I got a cron. You know, I got a note that says, hey, please stop trying. But I don't get a Garmy heart. I don't get a resplendent fucking alchemy stone. Yeah, this game really does take your life away, Pierre. Like, it really does. That's exactly why you play in moderation. Exactly why you do it. And, you know, I bitch and I complain about just how much time and everything it takes you to go ahead and do it. To do any little action when I know damn well I can go ahead and just buy the item outright. But I still subject myself to the torture. I still do it. Why? It's fun. It's enjoyable for me. Like, I can go ahead and buy a little menace accessory right now if I wanted to. What's the fun in that, though? Right? Like, I can buy my infinite potion piece, or my infinite potion, outright. But, you know, what's the fun in that? Is there one out here? No. There's not. I thought there would be. $720, kind of switch to playing it casually. I always play it casually. For me, I don't feel the need on looking at spreadsheets and trying to count numbers and finding out how to bottom line my worker empire and seeing what is the most cost efficient. That's too much work for me. All right. For me, I jump into the game to get some type of like escape from reality. I don't want to use it like a job. I do apologize if it gets a little bit loud in here. I got to turn on that AC. It's getting pretty hot in here. But, you know, I just use it as a way to escape reality. You know, a little vacation from all the number crunching and the finances and blah, blah, blah that I normally have to do in real life. You know, it's not like I can go ahead and slay a dragon in my real life. I can't go on a 30-minute break and go down to the fucking local Starbucks and kill a Garmy, you know? So for that, like, I play it casually. I enjoy my time in here. If I can manage to make as much money as those who are min-maxing their empires and all that shit without having to do as much effort, hey, power to me. If not, then, well, I guess I'm just not going to be as good as everyone else, you know? I know my limitations and I know my what I want out of my game time, you know? Like you said, yeah, like this game will fucking eat up your life if you let it. I played World of Warcraft for a good 7 years straight. I was addicted, like, hardcore, probably needed an intervention type of addicted to it. I know how extreme it can get, so it's just casual for me. It's casual for me. I can't designate like 14 hours of my life strictly for a game. It's fun though. It's fun in some aspects, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Like, take my horse training breeding whole little empire that I have set up, setting up my stable out there in Duvenkroon for the most horses that I can so that I can continuously breed within 3 hours and blah blah blah. Like min-maxing like that I can understand that. I can get around that, but like when it comes to the worker empire, that's just like way too much for me. I can do the skills, okay? I can do the goblins for this, humans for that, giants for this, make sure they have that skill and they're at this little tier and blah blah blah. Like I can do that. But when it comes to having to make sure they have this leveling skill on when you're leveling them to make sure you get the most stats on this one so that when you go ahead and promote them they'll have a better I can't I can't go that far. That's just way too much for me, you know? Like when I'm trying to make money, I'm not really worried about, oh, well, if I sell this material, I can go ahead and make like 30% more, but if I go ahead and do this, I can turn that into this and then turn that into that and I can get like 9% more here, but I can also be like that's just way too much complexity for me. Like if that's what I'm trying to do, like yeah, I'll do that, but like min-maxing uh little little bits of min-maxing spurts here and there. That's all I can do. Like you said, canceling out your dice when you're playing your adventure, trying to do a certain skill to bypass the iframes and blah 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 when you're out there gathering. Okay, I can do that. But trying to plot something out to where you need to have your Excel open and you have to have all of your little diagrams and count me out. Count me out. If I can do good, I could do good. If not, then well, I guess I'm not doing good. But at least I'm having fun. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Like as long as you're having fun and you're enjoying your experience and you're not being burned out and wanting to play another game. Although I'm just saying, Throne and Liberty, it's looking pretty good. It's looking promising. I might have to take some time to play it. I might have to make some videos on it and things like that, Exactly. Kicking faster, bringing out your little boomerang to cancel certain effects and things like that. Yeah, like I get that. That'll definitely be a staple, but spreadsheets and all that, count me out. Count me out. We have 3 more minutes and we can go ahead and find out how much an hour of the new Snowfield Cedar Sapping will make us. And then we can go ahead and continue gathering because I am doing a 2-hour rotation like we normally do. And don't worry, this is not going to be a 4 or 5 hour long episode. It's going to be our normal little 2 hour. I got to start cooking. I got our own little things that we have to do around the house and, my responsibilities and all. That's why I said, don't let it consume your life. Play responsibly, moderation. And doing a little casual life skilling session. Usually I can stay around my 35 billion without having to... Oh, sorry. That's after buying all of my concentrated black gems to go ahead and try some bullshit taps, But casually playing will go ahead and make you enough money. Every game is a disaster at launch. Every game will be a disaster, and we can't go by the old beta test when they have already changed everything around. Like, they reworked everything because of how many complaints there were. So, with that being said, we can't say anything until the new iteration of it comes out, you know? Throne and Liberty 2.0. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm mainly sticking to. I want to try it out and see how it is. But you got to remember, it's not Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate put up everyone's expectations. Every game is going to be a complete crap show at launch. We all know the player base is always going to be 2 times, 5 times, 10 times more at launch. And then when that whole new car smell wears off, a month after, when the free little subby wears out, then you start getting a baseline of how many of your real players are going to stick around. Like, I already know that. That is something that comes with the MMO experience and the whole little landscape. I mean, come on. They already like said that Black Desert was gonna be a fucking shit show on release. They already said how Black Desert was gonna die 5 months after, a year after, 2 years after, 4 years after, 5 years after, hell, 7 years after, going on 8 now. They're still saying the same exact thing. So at this point, if I enjoy it and it's fun for me, I might as well play it, correct? You know, at that point, every game is always going to be dying. Every game is always going to kill another game, but yet no game kills another and no game is fucking dying. Unless, you know, they actually pull the fucking plug on us one day. Out of nowhere, like, hey, by the way, we're not making enough money, so we're pulling the plugs, even though we should have probably told you guys in the beginning, but shocker. You know, things like that. But in terms of like, oh, there's not enough players and the game is dying, that's every game. Every game, if you're an MMO, you're always dying when you're never dying, and you'll always kill a game when you're never killing a game. That's fine. I'm like, let me double check before I start doing anything. All right, we are at 59 minutes, so let's go ahead and list up everything, find out what we can go ahead and make up if we were going... Oh, I did not mean to do that. MMOs rarely die. They merge servers and stuff, but they don't die completely. They are murdered. They only die when their publisher will go ahead and end them. We have no opinion on that. Like, they will, like, legit end the thing if it does not make money. Fuck the player base. Look at Lord of the Rings online. That shit has been around for how many years? Why? Because they have a nice little player base that will go ahead and pay the bills to keep the server running, and it's great. It works out for them. Games never just, oh, the population, it doesn't seem like it's as high as I would imagine it, so they're dying. Yeah, well, your hopes and dreams are dying too, but we don't sit there and point it out. Okay, so for an hour of gathering our Snowfield Cedar Sap, we were able to get 1,200. Hell yeah. All right, go ahead and put that in there. We're going to go and check out how much the Trace of Ascension will make us. And I think out of all of that, our best bet would be listing up the Spirit Leaf, the little Wise Man lump thingy over there, whatever the fuck that was called. And I think that'll be it. All right, so after an hour, I started playing RuneScape when I was in 1st grade. You're almost 30 and you still play it. BDO will be like that. I mean, not like that, but yeah, you know, it'll be around for a very long time. Whether or not it's in popularity or not, that's up to them or up to us or whatever the fuck. Okay, so for an hour of Snowfield Cedar Sapping with the new rotation that we have set out, we are able to make just 510 mil on the sap alone. Now, let's check out for the Bloody Tree Knot. For the Bloody Tree Knot, not even a mil. The Trace of Ascension that we were able to get while we were out there gathering. Able to make at least 9.4 mil. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. The Caphras. Capras, we were able to make at least 18.6 mil. Again, not too bad. It's mainly the sap that we're looking at. And finally, we can take a look at the Spirit Leaf, which will make us 1.5 mil. Like I said, not bad. Not bad for the new rotation. I think that was all we have. Yeah. So let's continue our rotation and finding out if we can make a little bit more money. Yeah, I've been playing Eve for a while now. Eve Online is another game that they said is gonna die, and the population is dying, and oh, woe is me, woe is me. So their new expansion is pretty fun. You know, their new little texture overhaul has been pretty good. Oh no, I didn't get any goblin sacks, Flappy. Hey, what's up, Flappy? Yeah, that's without any of the event drops. I guess I should have mentioned that. And before any type of taxes or anything like that. And thank you, thank you. I am trying to come back a little bit more. I'm hoping everything is looking great for you guys. You guys can hear everything. Everything is working on YouTube and Twitch. I don't like min-maxing, and I play. That's why I don't like min-maxing in this game. That's exactly why I don't like min-maxing in this game. When you do it in Eve, over here is why it's a waste. It's a complete waste of fucking time. Eve is set up to where the economy itself, like literally every item, you know, it's not like it's given out during all these like little event drops. You're not getting 40 or 50 of like your plexes and shit like that during events and Eve. You know, Black Desert is a Care Bear type of PvP min-maxing experience, to like, in my opinion. Like it's gonna be like a really, really cold take on my part, but the PvP isn't really engaging in here. It's not really worth it, like, or it doesn't really matter in terms of like how it does in Eve. The min-maxing doesn't matter like in terms of Eve. I mean, hell, I'm doing a life scaling challenge on this game, and I have most of the memory fragments and pearl shop items that they can possibly give out so far, and I haven't swiped $1 on Eve. If you don't have the plex to go ahead and become an Omega pilot, I guess you're just not going to be an Omega pilot, and you're not going to be able to do as much as everyone else. Here, they're so forgiving. That's why I don't bother min-maxing here. I'd rather save it for a game that actually would take up that time and matter more. Especially when you're mining. Especially when you're mining to try to make the money for Plex. Like that, I will say, you have to min-max. You have to learn how to do the ins and outs for, you know, refining and getting more of the material back if you compress it and take it out to this little area instead of just selling it right there where you're at. Like, I did a lot of my mining over in the Tarta region, or Constellation, whatever it's called. I haven't been in maybe a week now, maybe 2 weeks now. But yeah, it's a type of game where you definitely have to put more effort into min-maxing, especially if you can swipe on both games, yeah, but your skill actually fucking matters in Eve. And that's where the PvP is more engaging. It matters more in Eve. Yeah, I can swipe my money to go ahead and get the Plex in order to go ahead and buy in terms of real money, a $400, $500 ship. But if I don't have the skill and I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing with that ship, well, I guess I just lost that whole entire ship as soon as I undocked it. Oh, you went to an asteroid belt just to see what it will look like and see if you can do something with that ship? Yeah, no, you just lost your whole entire fucking ship. Yeah, you can go ahead and swipe for it. You know, and it won't matter. It won't matter in Eve. You know, it'll be a quick way to lose all that money if you don't have the understanding and all that dumb shit. And even then, if you do have the understanding and you know what you're doing, it's still, a quick way of losing all of that money really fucking quick if you do the wrong action. Here in Black Desert, oh, I have a chance of losing a crystal, not my gear. Not the little. That's why you never undock from Eve. Oh, I undock from Eve. I'm a miner / explorer. I enjoy going out and looking for wormholes to do my ice mining, my wormhole mining. Like, I am set up for that. I'm not that far along with my skill points. I think I only have 7 million. Gacha Games having collab with anime stuff, meanwhile, Eve is having a collab with Microsoft Excel. Oh, fucking so true. So true. Yeah, we're over here, like, talking about min-maxing in Black Desert, and we're over here collabing with Microsoft Excel and Eve. Oh yeah, we're real min-maxers in this game. I'm just running around flailing about like a fish out of water on this rotation right now because I know how much money we can make. I'm enjoying it, actually chatting along with you guys. You guys always make this fun for me. I couldn't do it without you. And, to be honest with you, I only stream to socialize with you guys. I could just do like, chatting only, but let's be real. Let's be real. When you're playing Black Desert, you either need to be listening, watching, and or talking. It'll keep you really focused on playing the game, which is weird because, like, I'm doing more talking than I'm actually playing around. But you guys are enjoyable, so I can't complain. And yeah, wormhole mining, Flappy. I like to do my gas and I like to do my ice mining. And there's no better place than to go into wormholes, They have the better materials, they're more lucrative. I mean, of course, yeah, they are a lot more dangerous because a lot of the players will go ahead and jump into a wormhole to find someone easily, like, poppable. But, like, come on. The dancing Shai can be easily missed. Hey, did I miss it? Did I run past it? Did I not realize, like, that bitch had spawned? Like, to me, I got my tome. I'm not really worried about it. God, where did I go? Jade Star... Oh, yeah. We are not doing this rotation at all. I am completely sidetracked over here. That's how you know they've done a really good job on the trees when you're just running around the whole entire region sapping them all. Wow, okay, Black Desert. Thank you. Yeah, Pearl Abyss should definitely get a high five. We should praise him for this one. Like, thank you, PA. You have given me more of a reason and incentive to come out and gather around the Eternal Winter region. Is that birch? No, it's just random. Fake tree, fake news. Okay, let's get back up to where we need to go, because this is all fur. And people that'll definitely murk me if they had the chance. Oh, let me answer these messages. Ah! Don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me, bro. I got good crystals on. Don't do it. All right, now that we are away from the danger, I think we're back on our new little improvised rotation. This is another rotation that you guys can go ahead and do if that's what you want to experiment with. Just in case you thought running around the rest of the region was not worth it, there you guys go. You know, even out here in the Jade Starlight, you can get some pretty good drops. Blew your Agger's load on Snowfield Cedar yesterday, and it was well worth it. Oh yeah, I love getting rid of my Agris now. I do it. I do it on anything and everything, and then I continue to gather it regardless. It was a great little experience, though. I still have more than half on this little gathering session, too, so that's an added bonus. If you guys were looking to go ahead and get a huge little ring of sapping done, yeah, you can keep a lot of your Agris while still doing it. Oh, hey, look, my Vanadium finally sold. I had to smelt up what I've made up throughout the week. I have been slacking on my worker empire. I've been slacking on a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have been playing a lot of the Arc Ascended and City Skylines 2, so my focus had been a lot over there. They're fun games. They're great. Okay, we need to go back up to where all the trees are now. Seems better than Pilgrims. It all depends on what you're looking for, to be honest with you. I need to go out to Pilgrims to get more of my materials for the Worker Empire, though. Whoopsie. I don't play CS2. Sorry. City Skylines 2. Sorry. I read that wrong. My bad. I had to turn down the global illumination and the shadows and I think reflections, but I normally get 40 to 50 frames per second. I'm also using bad hardware. I'm not using anything up to date. I'm still using my 2060 Super. So it's not like I have a 40 series. So being able to run it as I do is good enough. Like Arc, I am running at usually 30 to 40 frames per second with my medium to high preset. Well, not preset, but the settings that I've set up. Like I said, I'm using old and outdated hardware, so if I can at least get anything, I'm more happy for it. I can't be a beggar, you know? I think my saving grace is the fact that I have 32 gigs of memory. 32, and it's overclocked. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Everyone's going ahead and basing the fact that Baldur's Gate really put a baseline on the standard of your game when it comes out. You know, how well it's polished, how far done is it, did you rush it, is it like Baldur's Gate? You know what I mean? Like that's the standard that everyone will place their games at now, which is kind of sad. I enjoy it. It's fun for me. I'm enjoying the features that it has, the way it looks, the way it runs. You know, I'm enjoying it. You know, it's fun for if it's fun for you, like enjoy it, you know? It's just I'm going in knowing that there's going to be issues. I'm going in knowing that it's not going to be like Baldur's Gate. There's going to be some like problems that they probably should have fucking worked out and things like that, you know? But that's the standard that everyone has to be going into now. Like, it's not going to be like Baldur's Gate. It's not going to be working 100% out of the gate like it used to back in the early 90s. Like, if you had a Super Nintendo or a Sega Genesis, like if your game worked or your game had to work, there was no, well, we're going to give you half of your game now, and then, you know, in the next year we'll slowly continue to add on to your game, so maybe in like 5 years you'll have that cartridge completely set up. You know, that it's not like how it used to be. That's why I'm like, okay, I know what I'm jumping into. I'm well aware of the gripes and the problems that people have been having and things like that. But I don't have those issues. All right, where's that goblin? Come here, goblin. There we go. 1.2k cedar or Snowfield Cedar Sap. That's what I like to see. That's exactly what I want to see, especially after I was running around trying to find trees in general. You played the first? Yeah, I put a lot of hours into the first one. I think I put 1,200 something hours. But yeah, I've put a lot of hours into City Skylines 1, so it did not prepare me for the second one. I'm not gonna lie to you, it did not prepare me for the second one with how they changed everything in a good way. In a good way, okay? Like, I'm not trying to bash on it. I'm fully embracing the game and enjoying all of the changes and all. But even then, it still did not prepare me for it. Oh, I love Stellaris. Oh, that's a good game. Oh, where you're at now is a good spot. That's where my rotation is. Flappy, my rotation... Well, my original rotation started up here. We went all the way around, and we've gone like that. So now I'm extending my rotation out further. I want to see all the tree little gatherable nodes that they've added. But yeah, 510 mil per hour for our Snowfield Cedar Sapping now is not that bad at all. It's a huge, huge step up from probably making that within the 2 hours. Like, having to actually spend 2 hours to make that much. Pop that. Pop that one. Oh, and that's another thing. We haven't even swapped our channels either. Not even true, bro. What do you normally gather within an hour? Like, rough estimate. I'm kind of curious, Flap. Oh, I don't need pine. What am I doing? What are you doing? You got 25k sap? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. You're probably also running around with higher movement speed too, so you're not wasting all of that time. It's all about the travel time between those trees. Like, if you can go ahead and oh yeah, and the mastery too. My fluid collecting is only at 18. Then the Shai has an advantage. Nah, we don't need a Marnie realm for gathering. Hell no, we are perfect. Yeah, with the skateboard. Yeah, we're doing really, really good numbers so far. We're at 15k. So I don't think adding a Marnie realm will go ahead and be needed at all. It's just, are you willing to take the time out of your life to go ahead and gather? You know, or would you rather let your workers do all the work and maybe go ahead and grab up whatever is left up after the whole week is done? Because me personally, I am now going to be coming out here. I'm going to chop some wood. I am definitely going to come back out here to chop just because of how many trees there are, and now I can go ahead and get those worker crates made up and being traded out to the Land of the Morning Light to see how much I can make within a week. Just trying to push it with the new update. You know, I want to find out all of the best ways to make money with this whole new update. Come on, random Shai. Dance your way out of a tree. After experiencing how long it took me to get that dancing Shai in the first place, I already know it's not going to be a thing I'm going to do. It took me a very, very long time to get my tome. Right now we can jump down. Jump, jump, jump around. We are at an hour and 30 minutes so far in this rotation. Where's that last tree? I want to say it's like down here. Yep, right down here. And another, and another. And we're back in Elton. Now we can go up to the forest up there. Go up to Windmill. Bum, 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 bum. That's why I like this rotation. It literally takes you in a circle. All the way back into Elton. You think? Yep, up here. Nope, wrong one. Like, which tree was it? Not that one. Maybe on this side. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help me, help me. And we got 30 more minutes. Aha! I'm lost and I don't know where to go, but we're back here again. I think they haven't respawned, so I'm fucking up. Yeah, oh wait, no. I'm just dumb. I'm dumb and I'm thinking we're out in the wrong area when I'm not. Alright, Windmill's Perch it is. Here we are. This is the area that really shocked me on how many the amount of trees are actually out here now instead of being fake trees. I'm used to all of them looking like that, but not able to be gathered. Imagine they make a big-ass tree like the one in Elden Ring. We can gather from it forever. Imagine them getting sued for making a big-ass tree like in Elden Ring. Oh, man. I kid. I jest. I'm curious about the new Crimson Desert game, and are they going to do like a crossplay event for that? They going to do something nice? We going to get something for it? Are we going to have gathering like we do in here, like in there? So many questions. Not enough answers. Am I in the right spot? Yeah, we're in the right spot. Okay. I have to keep asking that damn question because I can never be too certain anymore. What's up, guy? How you doing? We're out here in the Mountain of Eternal Winter region doing some Snowfield Cedar Sapping. So far, we have 30 minutes left of this rotation and are at least either 16k now or almost about to hit 16k of the sap. We've made 510 mil per hour, which is not that bad, especially with the whole new rotation. It's not going to take me 2 hours to do that same exact amount anymore. Now I'm just trying to find out, you know, if I can push that up a little bit more. Pop our cookies. You know, we got to get more of our energy back. And, you know, I didn't even pop my villa. I know I should. I've been fucking up. There we go. Now we're not fucking up for the last 30 minutes, a complete waste, but hey. I wasn't complaining about the energy I wasn't regaining back. I honestly wasn't even paying attention to it. I just happened to look down. I'm like, wait, I look like I'm missing something. Like I'm missing something really detrimental. I mean, just a villa buff, you know, nothing that important. Oh, no, pine tree. We don't need pine. Where I'm going, we don't need pine. Later on, I will have to go out and gather pine. But right now, we don't need it. We're out here on a mission. We gotta show you guys the high life of the winter region again. Make the mountain great again. There we go. That was our campaign slogan. No, they don't. Loot scrolls don't affect hunting. Unfortunately, only combat. The item drop rate, right? Unless it says gathering item drop rate, I wouldn't even bother with it. And then still, it's like subjective. Still very subjective. I don't know if it... Oh yeah, no. No, definitely. I used to do that, and people quickly was like, hey, bro, you know, that doesn't work. You're wasting it just to waste it. And I was always, oh, well, you know, I got like 400 of these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I finally got tired of people yelling at me about it, and I dealt with it. I was like, yeah, no more. Is that all, or is there more around here? I feel like there might be, yep. Like, I feel like there might be. I'm just not remembering my my areas that I'm going out and collecting. For more for Snowfield. Thought today we'd have a nice little break from our little Iron Man challenge. I don't have a value pack. You know, at that point, I'm not having a race against time. My value pack is already done. I'm a normie. I'm a common little free-to-play player now on that account. At that point, I think it's time we get back into making some money. We need some money and enjoy a nice little life-skilling month, shall we? I gotta check on my free account because it's different with... They add a different challenge, the login rewards for the free players and the returning players and the normal I've been in here every day player, which is like completely fucking stupid. I was hoping for the luxury Shaka 2 boxes for, you know, that chance of getting an alchemy stone on my free account. It's not the same. It's a different little login bonus or daily pass or whatever the hell it is, but we get different bonuses for the type of account that we have, unfortunately. And for me, I don't think it's really gonna be like that for my free account. I'll have to check because I'm still listed as a new account. I'm a newbie. I think on my other account, I did get a secret book of the old moon, I think, or a Kama's blessing from the little goodie bag. Like, I did get some type of little bonus. It's not going to be a VP, but it'll help out with the experience that I'm going to be needing or the item drop rate, depending on which one I got. Or, ooh, just the energy recovery. That's a big thing on that account. That's a huge thing on that account. Come on, ginseng. Oh. One day I'll get it. I'll be one of the cool players. I get their little announcement up here at the top. Ding! Blah, blah, blah has been lucky enough to find a centennial, millennial, woke-ass ginseng. I don't fucking know what it's called anymore. I'm just throwing in everyone's political agenda on that one. How are you guys enjoying the truffle farming? I haven't bothered farming my truffle seeds that I've gotten or I've made. I just have them sitting there. I'm kind of curious on what you guys, or how you guys feel about it. They're increasing the amount of truffles that you can gather. Oh, hell yeah. And oh, hell no. I need more keys. Definitely need more keys. I don't know why the dogs are barking down, or the dog is barking down there. But we have at least 20 minutes left on this whole gathering session. We got 2 buried traces. And double the truffle. I don't really use truffle like that, though. That's the only downside. All right, did it open? Yeah, it opened. Cool. Yeah, if I used up the truffle like that, then I guess it would be a little bit more beneficial for me, but I don't even bother doing that. That's why I'm like, I haven't bothered farming the truffle, so like, how do you guys feel about it? Like, is it worth doing the truffle gathering or the truffle farming? Because I'm thinking how long it takes for the truffle to actually grow, you know? It's like 3, almost 4 hours for a truffle to grow with fertilizer and all that. Okay, so you're making 1.4 bill an hour from truffle gathering. Oh, okay, that's not bad now. It's not bad now. And are you getting good with the not having to keep channel changing? Yeah, I don't really bother with farming, Mark. It just takes so long and I forget. I get really sidetracked with all the other activities that I'm doing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I had a farm going. It's probably also why I spend a lot of money trying to tap my alchemy stones. You can gather truffle around a lot of areas with the Serendia, and personally, I think Serendia and Dragon have the most. I do have a guide on all of the truffle mushroom locations. And then I know I forgot who has individual rotation guides up on YouTube that you can actually look up and see, you know, how to do it quicker. I just have a guide that shows you every single truffle location in Black Desert. Like me, life scaling and doing grinding farming is good for it, but focus only on life scaling, gathering it would be the best way. Yeah, I feel like if I didn't forget about my farm so much, then I would enjoy farming more. but I can also go out there and gather the lesser white grade vegetables and items and things like that manually and do it a lot quicker. That's the only downside, like the time it takes for the blue grade to make or to grow, and the green grade, and if you're trying to get a yellow grade for the seed and blah blah blah, like the time it takes. The time it takes is always going to be like the downside for me. Yeah, like I said, um, I could only find the truffles that were either added into the game at the current point and or the ones that weren't spawned like into the ground. I missed a couple because of that. They when I checked, the truffle mushroom was either spawned under a rock, spawned under the actual surface itself, and or wasn't present. And I even had it to where my pets were alerting to it, but I still could not reach it because of where it was. They did add the daily farming one. Oh, so now it's not only we can gather for the stupid mole and or I forgot the other little thing that I had us do for the weekly. There's one spot that has bug truffles. It seems you can never gather them. Yeah, that's why I was like, I spent a good 30 minutes to an hour trying to gather those truffle until I realized, like, okay, even though BDO Codex has it listed right here, it's not going to show up right there. Yeah, near the Watchtower node, some doesn't pop up. Over there in Olivia, some doesn't pop up. And Farsa's Seclusion, there's mushrooms that don't pop up. So I think Duvenkroon and over there in the Galicia area has the most truffles that you can possibly find, just because of the fact of how many there are, like, grouped up in one location. You can go ahead and channel change. The other ones are more spread out. Oh no, advertisements. Oh, skiddly-doo! We've got 20 minutes left on this rotation, then we can find out how much money we've made in the 2 hours of Cedar Sap gather, Snowfield Cedar Sap gathering. Let's not lower the value down with just calling it regular Cedar Sap. For that, we'd be out there in Calpheon. Oh, we're back here in Windmills Birch. I'm like, damn, where am I? When you don't pay attention to your own surroundings, that's stupid. That's totally my bad. No, oh yeah, that is. Okay, cool. Cool. And we've gotten one goblin so far. We've gotten lucky for that. You're not changing server right now. Respawn is improved. Yeah, exactly, Mark. I haven't changed channels once. Not even once. Like, not even because, like, another player has, like, popped up here or anything like that. Yup. Amazing, right? Like, not only did they add the right amount of trees to go ahead and lower down, or I guess make it feel like they've increased the respawn, but yeah, it's just amazing all around. I'm at a loss for words. Right? I think Perlibus definitely deserves a thank you, a thumbs up. You guys did fucking amazing. Please do this type of update again, just from the trees alone. Just for the trees alone. I'm not even talking about finally adding the stupid little truffle mushroom seeds into the game, like how they were into the database the whole time. But these trees, man, huh. Saving grace for Mountain of Eternal Winter region. The hunting is nice out here too, but these trees, oh man, oh man. The whole reason why I'm going to start coming out here more. Now they need to make the trees do look different though. you can tell which ones the snowfield are. See, look, if you tell, all the trees that are snowfield have the same little group of branches up here. Okay? I can tell pine. Pine is going to be looking like this. You know, you can always tell pine, it has the green ember or emerald in there. Like they do have it separated to so that you can tell which ones are which. You know, fir are the triangle looking trees. Maple have the little thin looking trunks, and ash are the grayer looking. Thuja is a little or like a tanner looking. I'll show you when we go up there. There's a couple thuja that we can gather out here. Oh, yeah. Depending on the graphic settings that you have set up, then yeah, the trees will look different. It just looks like cedar. Yeah, I think there is a little way to go ahead and tell them apart, though, Flap. I want to say it's a little small indicator, just like how the snowfield, the branches. That's the only way you can tell which trees you're gathering because no other tree has nothing on these branches, and then the leaves start more at the top. You go by that logic and see pine can't be gathered. Okay, so windnose perch. I want to say if I continue going around here and then loop back in from the bottom of Elton, there should be 2 thuja there. Should be. Don't quote me on it. But I've already sapped them, so I know there should be out there. Pine. More pine. Nope. Yeah, say pine. Do. All right, and then cedar. Cedar has a different color leaf up there. Yep, cedar has a different color green. Nice. Do. Okay, right. And then there should be 2 up here. Nope. I'm in the wrong spot, that's why. I'm still over here in the belt. We need to be going down and around. Down and around. All right, we got 10 more minutes left, and we can go ahead, start listing everything up, show you guys how much we'll make, and start getting this ended off. It was a quick little stream, just doing a little live episode for you guys. Like I told you, it's not going to be like a 3 or 4 hour long thing. You know, something small, something short. Get you guys in here gathering your snowfield without having to waste all that time watching me flounder about. All right, is that all on the snow? Yeah, that's all on the snowfield. Unfortunately. Okay, so now let's go into Elton. There should be some in there. Or some thuja over there that I could show you guys really fast. Maybe just go dust off your gear and go out of town to gather some stuff again. Been fishing so much there. Yeah, I actually started like rotating through my other alts and things to use up all of the energy I possibly could because of the fact that like they really made this event worth going out and gathering. Like it really feels good. The traces it gives me the mob grinding feel. Like you guys know how when you're out there mob grinding, there's a chance that you might get a trace, but you guys know it's like not going to be that many traces and things like that. This has really made me go out and want to go and try to get my traces. It's a great feeling. Okay, so Thuja, as you guys can tell, Thuja is a smaller type of tree, and it's a little, I guess, tanner. Let me see if I can go ahead and get a different, whoops, get a different UI or filter on it. Yeah, see, that's the difference. It looks different. It definitely looks different than the other trees when you're going out and looking for it. Yeah, I'm excited. We're no longer gonna hit like we're holding a bunch of marshmallows. Thus, I've already mentioned to go ahead and tap up your Artina if you haven't already. I think it might be the best time to try out for that before the buff comes in. No, I need more. I need more sap. More sap. Come on. No, 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 and no, but you might be. Nope. Okay, nothing. That's all pine. Yep. Yeah, I'm waiting for the buffs. And no, Flappy. I was already asked if it's gonna make me want to mob grind more, and no, it's not. All it is gonna like help me want to go and get my compass parts a little bit quicker, maybe, possibly, but still, no, it is not making me change from focusing on the part of the game that I enjoy the most. Like I said, it'll help me. It'll definitely help me, but not gonna be the leaning factor or leading factor. And there should be another tree. One more tree. I'm shocked I have not ran out of all of my energy yet. I'm still going. But clearly, surely, after the 2 hours, I would have ran out. Clearly not. Okay, so there's nothing there. And then back on the original rotation. And still have not had to change channels because there was not enough. I love that. What's that? Pine tree right here. Snowfield. Turn around. That one right up here. Not gatherable. How many do I have so far? Huh. Because we are 5 minutes left. We're almost at another 10K. I gotta speed it up then. Come on, Goblin. If I can get one more, that'd be great. That'll go ahead and ensure that I can make the same amount every time, no matter how many times I flail around and go in the wrong location, the wrong direction. Those mini games aren't bad either. And so I'm like, I thought I would lose a lot more energy, or I'd have to stop the rotation a lot sooner because of the fact that I've wasted and burned out all of my energy a lot quicker than I was expecting. But no, I'm holding up. Holding up, and we're doing good on our Capras again. We got 10. Big spender. Nope, we gotta go this way. Nope, I'm stuck. All right, now there should be trees around here. Come on, one goblin. That's all I'm asking for. Or like, give me maybe like 10 of those mini games. Maybe that'll go ahead and even out. Maybe. I think if my math is right, it should even it out. I guess now like 8 of them. But not too bad for the 2 hours of work. I would recommend this to anyone that is trying to use alchemy and or trying to make a quick little buck with their fluid collector. Like if you're trying to level up your gathering and you want a nice way to go ahead and do it, definitely come out here to the Snowfield Cedar Sap area in the land of the, or why do I keep wanting to say land of the morning light? In the mountain of eternal winter region. This was my homeland before Land of the Morning Light came out. When this region first came out, I changed my whole capital out to over here. I had high hopes. I really did. Now it feels great coming back. I'm not going to move my house back out here again, though. I'm solely sticking with the Land of the Morning Light for that. They've lost me here. They've lost my taxes. All right, we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Are we gonna? Wow. Are we gonna be able to go ahead and keep up that momentum, or are we gonna lose out on that 510 mil? And we've done it. Oh, not 510 mil, but we almost got it. I'll take my 10k sap for the hour after, what? I think I ran into the Jade Forest. I ran around thinking I was going in the right area when I wasn't 4 times. You know, just a little fuck ups here and there. Still was able to come back with another 10k. And then I will go ahead and I will extend it the last 5 minutes. New question. I've been thinking about gathering rough stone for your cook tools. Do you invest in a node itself for the subnodes to get the what type? Like you're gonna do the manual gathering over there at Pilgrims? Like I'm confused on what you're trying to do. Because the rough stone we can only get like manually. And if you're going out and doing it like that, you don't get any type of benefits for investing into a node when it comes to gathering. Gathering is only going by your mastery, your RNG, and if the game is going to like you or not, unfortunately. Yeah, for manual gathering, you can basically gather anywhere. It doesn't matter. Investing your energy and or trying to take the node is not really going to do anything for you. I do apologize. I mean, it used to, but now with all of the node changes and how everything works, it doesn't anymore. You can just go out there, gather, and just focus on your gathering mastery if you have your pets on and your agris, and that's mainly what you're gonna rely on, especially for the rough stone. Yeah, no, it only works on grinding mobs. Like you weren't far off, just on the part that it actually affected with, you know. Like I said, it used to affect more than just mob grinding, like with your trading and things like that. Now it's completely different. Good different, but just know if it involves combat mobs, 9 times out of 10, life scaling got a shaft on it. All right, we have 2 minutes left, and we should start wrapping this up. Let me finish getting these trees, and we'll start listing everything up and show you guys how much you can make for the 2 hours of gathering out here. Your boy needs to start making dinner. I need to start preparing for my life. Speaking of which, I should probably answer my fiance's messages, which I know she probably messaged. So where the music out here sounds like a heartbeat, like if you've been hit too much, and you hear that boom, 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 boom. Like if you have it turned down just a certain little bit, it sounds like it in the background. All right, now that I am running out of trees, we have 1 minute left, so we're going to go ahead and call it a session here. So for another hour out here, we were able to gather 1,100 of the Cedar Sap, the Snowfield Cedar Sap. Hell yeah, thank you for the sub of you over there on YouTube. Thank you, Miguel. All right, 11K, another 12. Got another 32 of those, another 101. We have 44 hards, 21 sharps. We got more traces. And I think that's, yeah, it's really all that's going to make us any type of money, unfortunately. I'm not going to bother putting up the traces. So we're going to go ahead and find out how much all of this will make us for the 2 hours. 2 hours of gathering Snowfield Cedar Sap is going to make us a grand total of 800 mil. So if you guys were in the mood for popping a seafood crons meal and gathering for that whole entire long duration, here's how much it'll make you just on the sap alone. Let's take a look at the Capras. After the 2 hours, we were able to make the 50.9 mil. Not bad. Not bad. Bloody Tree Knots will be less at 1.5 mil. Already, we expected that after looking at what an hour could make us. The Spirit Leaf, again, is going to be a little bit lower at 3.8 mil again. We knew that. Grace of Ascension, we were able to gather 88 of them, so if that's what you really need, just know we can gather for it now. 25.9 mil, 26 mil. 26.4 mil for our traces. Not bad. So yeah, there you guys go. If you guys were wondering how much money you guys can make, it's looking pretty amazing right now. 66 mil for our hards and another 31.5 mil for our sharps. There you have it. There you have it. I'm pretty sure that's at least 900 mil, 900 to 1 bill, around that range. Before taxes, we're not talking about like how much I can make if I actually listed them up. Just a rough idea of what you guys could make. I'm going to go ahead and start ending this off here. It was great having you guys. You guys should definitely try to stop in here again if you guys see me live. PJ, Flappy, yeah, Oil, Mark. It was great having you guys in here, Lee. Oops, Historic. Definitely come back again. I'm definitely looking forward to doing at least another episode of Life of a Shai and or continuing on with our Iron Man challenge. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to me, turn on all those notifications here on YouTube, and or follow me if you haven't already over on Twitch. You guys were amazing. Keep on keeping on and keep gathering out there, everyone. Enjoy your night. And thank you, Flappy. And thank you, Oops. Yeah.